Greetings, Paper Demons. Welcome to the September 19th edition of the Paper Dispatch livestream. If you're new to the Paper Demon community, welcome. Paper Demon is an online art role-playing game where you adventure with your original characters to go on adventures and fight monsters and have a lot of fun with your friends. Hi, Hermit Bug. Welcome to the stream. If you're new and are interested in playing the PaperDemon Art RPG, there should be a link in the description below. In this stream, we talk about what's coming out for the game, some new stuff, showing some sneak peeks, and discuss with the community, getting some feedback, and talking about some new things that we can add to the game. Yeah, check it out if you're new. Every week we have new prompts. Let me just go through the announcements real quick, and then we can talk about our main topic, which is not this. Hold on. Okay, so what are we running right now? So the events that we have running right now, we have the Custom Companions event. Where is that? Just wanted to make you all aware. You can get a custom write-in cat companion where you can download this line art for a cat and color it however you want, and it becomes an in-game item that is unique and customized the way that you want it. So that event has 3 days left in it, so if you want to participate in that, check that out. There is a link to all of our events in the description as well. This month we don't have any major events that are new. What we've decided to do is reopen some old events, and those events are World of Whoops, which was originally released for April Fools in 2021. This is an event that we've had available if you wanted to do it, if you had a junket tank. But we're about to permanently close this challenge. So if you want to participate in it, you'll have to do that by October 2nd. The same thing with the laboratory. The laboratory is another challenge that we have. Let me make this bigger. Yes. This is one that was originally released as a Halloween themed one several years ago. We are also going to be permanently closing this event. So if you want to get the collectible badge from this portal, now is your last chance to do that, because you won't have a chance again, most likely. Okay, so those are the major events. We also have our weekly prompts. So let's see, pull those up. Pirates, yar har ho, your character finds themselves as a pirate for a day. Draw or write about your character's experience as one. And asking for help. You there, I need your help. Your character is offering a side quest or task to another character. Draw or write about what they need help with and how they are to request it. This is a great one to collab with another player, drag their character into it. So definitely check out the Discord. There's a link to that in the description below. You can chat with other members of the community and see if you can use their character and borrow their character to put them on a side quest. Hi, Art Beetle. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so those are the events we have running right now. The things I wanted to just share. First of all, personal update. Sorry we haven't streamed in a while. I had a cascade of things happen, one after the other. I got really sick with my gallbladder, first of all. I was out for like a week. I couldn't do anything. Then I went on vacation. Then my kid's nanny was out of town. Then I had surgery, and then I had my house repiped, which took longer than it was supposed to. So I had 5 things happen, all one after the other. So I haven't been available to really do anything except the bare minimum for like 5-6 weeks. It's insane. So anyway, I'm back. Should be on a more regular schedule now. So a lot of what we've been working on behind the scenes has been our big expansion for Apothecary. So if you're a current player, you probably know that when you create a character, you can choose to have 2 different classes in the game. Yes, I'm feeling much better. I had surgery to have my gallbladder removed, so No more gallbladder issues, because that thing is out of there. I don't know, I yeeted my gallbladder. So I am feeling much better, thank you. So you can choose between an elementalist and a bard with your character. We've always intended to expand this to different classes, and the next class we're going to add is apothecary. And we are working really, really hard on this new expansion. And we have so many cool ideas for this that we've actually decided to add even more features to the elementalist and the bard classes. You can't have gallbladder issues if you don't have a gallbladder. That's right. That is right. So this expansion, we're going to actually, the apothecary class, you'll have access to drops for items for different words. Where are the words? Okay, plants and medicinal items that you can use to craft different things. We're also adding a status effects to the game. So there's going to be new status effects that can happen to your character, like one of them is, we call it lollygagging, which is like your character's slow and can't attack as frequently. Another one is called the goblin, which is this goblin that comes and gobbles all your gold. And it only lasts for a few rounds, but you can also clear it with a special item. So there's a couple more that we have planned. I don't want to divulge everything. But the apothecary class is going to be able to not only craft healing items, but also craft special potions and tinctures and different things that can be used to cure a lot of these things. So we're kind of hoping that people will be more likely to interact with one another, because, you know, you can interact with an apothecary to get access to some of these items. We'll also find other ways to make them available as well, like in the shop or traveling merchant or that kind of thing. But we're hoping this will be a cool way for each class to kind of have access to unique drops. Because we're adding all these new drops to apothecary class, we're also, actually let me show you, because this would be a much better visual for you. We're still working on the names and everything for all these items. There are so many items we have planned to add to the game. There's 75, I think, in this list. I had to make a spreadsheet. I don't usually track all the new items in spreadsheets because I'm not usually adding that many at the same time. But oh my God, look at this list. It is long. So we've finished all the art for the apothecary drops. I think we still have to do the crafted items though, like the things that you use with the crafting ingredients. We've also got a bunch of Halloween themed items that will drop, including some crafting ingredients. So that's a quick look at some of those. My favorite is the boba, because I like boba. But yeah, so there's a whole bunch of things that are added to the game. There's also some new mechanics in here, so I have to take the time to actually code some of these new mechanics into the game as well. But while I've been sick or whatever over the past like 6 weeks, whenever I've had time, I've been basically working on item art. So there's a few in here that are already in the game, like these pearls, but I kind of had to track them in here for various reasons, because I need to modify them or expand their mechanics or whatever. So so yeah, lots of cool little stuff in here. This is a cool one, the pink crisps. This like little mushrooms that'll be. Each of these things will also be, all these apothecary ingredients will also be tied to certain portals. So when you visit certain portals, you have a chance to get these even if you aren't an apothecary. And we've been wanting to do that for a while, but had trouble kind of executing on it because there was a lot of work involved. There's like basically a way to farm some of these specific items if you wanted to. Okay, Gray Philosopher, welcome to the stream. They have a question here. This is exciting for the apothecary class. Will we be able to change a character to said class if they are already a different class? So there is a premium item you can purchase that lets you lets you change your class to a different class if you already have chosen one. So yeah, you got to use that butterfly item. I can show you that in the shop real quick. Shop. Here we go. Where is that? It is in here somewhere. The shop is full of a lot of items. We need to make the... I think we need to improve the shop UI a little bit to make it easier to search for stuff. There it is. Metamorphic butterfly. I will drop a link to this in the chat if you want to check that out. So what it'll do is all of your spent AP that you used in the ability tree will get reset back to, you'll get back all of those points so you can respend them in the tree on a new class. And it will eventually be full of even more item. I'm not sure what you mean. Can you clarify? Okay, so since we're adding all these new items just for Apothecary, we decided to keep the game balanced. We were also going to add new items for the other classes too. So Elementalists will be able to craft, will get new drops that are just for their class that will allow them to craft different tomes or that sort of thing. I don't remember exactly what we called them, but different items that will increase your magic power. And for bards, you'll be able to craft different instruments that will boost your effectiveness of your what's the word, buffs that you can cast on the other players. Art Beetle says, might be jumping the gun on this question, but with the pumpkin parquet coming back this year, or will there be a new seasonal cutie? Both. I will definitely bring back that pumpkin spice parquet. That was such a good seller last year. So yes, and we have a new one planned, possibly with new mechanics. We're still finalizing that, but yes, we will release a new companion with this Halloween season, and we will bring back the pumpkin spice parquet. For those curious, I will bring that up from the item compendium if you want to know what that is. Pumpkin. This cutie. This is like my favorite companion. Oh, why is it so small? Open in a new window. Oh, look at the cute baby. It's such a cute companion. So yes, of course we are bringing that one back. We can't not. Let me make a note since you're asking about it. So yeah, we have new companions planned. I think we've thrown around some ideas for what it could be. I might even have it in the spreadsheet here. Hold on. Maybe I didn't put it in here yet. Oh, we do have blood cupcakes. This was Schwarzer Albtraum's idea that has come up in some of the chats over the years, so I thought it would be cool to make it an in-game item. So that heals your character and gives you an attack buff, which I thought would be cool. I am really excited about the events we have planned for the fall, and I am unsure how much to divulge because I don't want to spoil the surprise, but patrons are going to get early access probably this week or by early next week on the fall events. So if you're a patron, stay tuned. If you're not a patron, please give us money. We would really like to have some money to help us to continue to produce content for this game. So please consider it. Thank you for your consideration. Let's see. What else did I have to talk about? Oh yeah, I was going to show you up close some of these new items coming from the Halloween expansion. So this is a Demon Eye Ruby. These are all crafting ingredients. These were a lot of fun to color and make. So those are some of the things coming. What else? I don't have much else to talk about. I feel like I should though, because it's been forever. Are there any questions? Does anyone want me to talk about anything in particular? Last time we talked a lot about the expansions that are coming. Let me take a look at that announcement, actually. If you guys haven't seen this game expansion announcement, let me link it in the chat. Please do read it. Part of the reason why we are closing portals and also taking a break from new events this month was to just give us some time to buy us some time to work on a lot of the expansion we're doing. And because of how complex the expansion is, we decided we're going to improve the existing portals we have and add more lore, add more drops, add more stuff and adventures specifically in the ones we already have, and improve them and rework the prompts and to add more like compelling adventure and story. And we have a lot of portals, and we just wanted to kind of get rid of the ones that are maybe not as popular, not as interesting, that maybe just kind of don't fit with the others, to help us focus on the ones that actually, matter more, I guess. So this was from August. Okay, so you guys probably all saw this. Any questions you guys want me to answer about game stuff that's coming, or things you want me to talk about in a future session, or even talk about now? I mean, we're only 20 minutes into this. We can go for another 10 minutes if we want. Okay, Gray Philosopher asks, in the update that mentioned the expansions, there was talk of extending the existing quests. What would that entail? Are we getting more drawing prompts? So we are reworking the game to be less about exploration and more about adventure. So adding more reason for your character to be there and actually influence the world. And right now, a lot of the prompts are like, check out this thing, take your character over here. And it's like very open. You can add story to it if you want, but there's not really much story to go off of. So we're reworking. Right now, we don't have much in the way of quests. We just have a few that are kind of require a junket tank. What we're going to do is make it so that like every maybe season will be focused on a specific portal that'll have new quests that are more story driven and more adventurous and have more reason for your character to be there and more structure to the prompts. So we need we'll also add more NPCs involved in those prompts. Like an NPC might tell you, hey, I need your help with this thing, please help me, or like, hey, there's this problem, I need you to go solve it, or something. So adding, just basically make it more role play involved in it. Will we still be able to make crap up even if the prompts, quests, whatever, become less open? So that's a great question. I think I need to discuss that with the team, how we want to handle that. We do have an option where you can use a GPS item to kind of come up with your own prompt. Let me find that. Is it this item? Use this item to come up with your own prompt to develop your own personal character's lore. So I think what we'll probably try and do is have a mix of things where there will be some open prompts and then there'll be some that are a lot more specific, because it's hard for us to make something very open while also like having story elements in it. So we'll have to figure out the right balance. Cpran likes the lab. Who knows, maybe we'll bring it back in the future, but we really have to like narrow down what we focus on because there's too many things, right? It's probably better to have fewer portals that are really good than a lot of portals that are mediocre. You know what I mean? And let me make a note here of your question, and we'll figure out what we're going to do next. We're also working on adding missions and guilds. So your character will be able to choose a guild that they're a part of, and depending on which guild you're in, it'll determine which missions are available for your character. Your rank will also influence the missions available. Okay, let me so definitely what we're coming up with for the fall is spooky. I don't know if you could call it horror, but it is definitely spooky. So we're still trying to do something spooky for the fall. We're just not going to do the laboratory. We're calling it Haunts of the Paperverse. So there will be haunted prompts in multiple portals. So like something is going on across multiple portals, and it'll culminate into something that will happen in a specific portal. So it'll be fun. Any other questions? Or comments or feedback or... Welcome to the DMV office. Hi, Bordeas. How are you? Always coming in hot with a great idea. Thank you. I could see that being a weekly prompt. Being in the DMV office and waiting in line. We'd probably have to come up with like a steampunk Paperverse equivalent of that. Like maybe you need your license to fly your airship or something. Okay, Hermit Bug says the metallic vertebrae aren't obtainable except through trades. Yeah, so I've gotten some feedback from the patrons about there's certain items that are really hard to get that people want, and the best way for us to kind of make those available is with the traveling merchant. And I think people collaborated together on a spreadsheet. Let me pull that up. Let me find it. One moment, please. Let me do it on the other window. Where is... Oh, no, that's not it. Traveling merchant. Does anyone remember what the name of that spreadsheet was? Because I'm not finding it in my... Oh, here it is. Quick sheet. Hard to get items. Okay, I found it. Okay, I'm going to share a link to this in the chat if anyone wants to... Hi, Val. How are you? Thank you, Val, for starting this. I need to pay you some tokens for that, by the way. All right, let's make this bigger. Okay. So this is a list of items people are wanting to have access to, either because they're difficult to get to or they're expensive. So I am planning to do a traveling merchant very soon to give access. Oh, Cpran? Okay, sorry. I'll pay you both. I think one person started the list and one person put it in a spreadsheet. Is that right? Oh, it was CPRAN. Okay. Sorry. This happened a long time ago and I forgot. I apologize. So yes, so I will put up the traveling. I haven't been able to keep up with putting the traveling merchant. As I said, I had a lot going on these past 2 months. But I will put it on the schedule to offer some of these items very soon with the traveling merchant. And then we'll kind of rotate through, see if we can get some of these items available each time the traveling merchant comes to town, so people can get access to some of these items. Oh, I forgot to mention, we're also going to add click to claim, which is going to be really cool, where when you log in, there will be a little diamond kitty in the interface, and you can click her and she will give you a nice little message and a free item. So we might occasionally include some of these rare items in there. I think that'll be fun. So we're currently writing out what her dialogue will be. So we're coming up with a bunch of different ones. Tenebris was asking me, what is the voice of Diamond Kitty? What does she sound like? Like, what kind of dialogue would Diamond Kitty have? And I said, well, she's a cat, so she would have internet meme speak, like ICANN has cheeseburger. Always good to have more kitty, yes. We were also thinking about eventually, like if you're a patron, you'll see a different form of the kitty with the collectible. Let me find that. So if you're a patron, you end up getting this collectible of Diamond Kitty. So what we'd love to do in the future, it's not going to happen yet, but what we'd really love to do is have it so you can buy different skins for her. And if you're a patron, you get this skin. And then you can choose between different ones. But we may not have that at launch. The main focus we got to work on right now is the click to claim. We were also thinking about giving her like a spooky look for Halloween. Maybe she's under a bed sheet with little eyes cut out, eye holes cut out. So that's coming. Okay. Bordea says, a marketplace, randomly a month, several type of traveling merchant arrive and you can buy from drinks merchant, healing merchant, crafting merchant to magic merchant. Yeah, so we have, I think expanding the traveling merchants would probably be good. I don't want to have multiple at once. I think the fact that there's less available with the traveling merchant makes it more rare and like special. But we can revisit that later. We are adding a lot of items to the game, so I could see why that would be good to have more traveling merchants. Best marketing tactic, cat. Yes. Oh, does Blep really like kitties? Yeah, so I'm going to use this artwork as a template for the new click to claim. I'm going to flip her, though. I think it'd probably be better if she flipped the other way. I'm going to have to fix her ear, though, because she's not symmetrical. So I'll have to crop her other ear. So if your Patreon collectible flips, don't be alarmed. I'd buy from Diamond. That's a trustworthy seller. She's not selling anything. She's finding you gifts. She gives you free stuff. Oh, Bluff likes dress up things. Car dealer merchant. Let me add to the notes here. That's not a bad idea. Because we are adding, man, we're adding so much stuff to the game. We're adding vehicles to the game, not cars yet. The first one's going to be a submarine, which will help you do prompts that require water breathing potions, but without the potion. So it's like a permanent item. Okay, any other questions or comments or feedback or ideas? Zoom zoom. So the idea with the vehicles is they would get you access to hard to reach prompts because they're physically located somewhere else. So we might have like an airship type thing where you need to go up really high to get something, or you could use like a levitation potion. We're probably going to add something like a car eventually. There's just so many ideas and things that we have scoped out. We just can't do it all at once. It's probably going to take like 1 or 2 years for us to do everything that we want to do. It's a lot. It's a lot. But you know what? We're a team. We got Tenebris and Crazy Shiro helping out. We meet every week to discuss mechanics and game content and work stuff out. And we're also trying to... we're going to have to completely rework our interface too, because everything is becoming more dynamic. An underwater bicycle breaks after 5 uses, so not quite permanent nor practical. We could, you know what? We could even have like a thing where you craft your vehicle. That would probably be cool, and you could customize it kind of like you do armor. I bet people would like that. That was my idea. I'd have an excuse to use Dee's bike form. Thank you, Hermit Bug, by the way. Yes, it's a lot, and I need to take care of myself. Absolutely. I am overwhelmed. There are times I just look at this and I'm like, oh my God, this is a lot of stuff. But then there's also, I look at it and I'm like, God, this is so cool. I can't wait to do all of it. Hoverboard. That's a cool idea. Yes, like forging armor. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Alrighty. Any more questions, comments? If not, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. My bicycle? By the way, thank you all for coming and for your support and your enthusiasm and for bearing with me with a bit of the slowness the last 2 months. I still got stuff done. Like I said, I had all this metric ton of crafting items that I've been working on. So I did get something done, right? I was still productive. Just not as fast as I wanted to. But yeah, I'm very excited. Programmed to always crash upon arrival. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you again for your support, for supporting PaperDemon. And stay tuned. Patrons, you should be getting something soon within the next week for the fall Haunts of the Paperverse event. If you're not a patron, please consider joining the Patreon and getting early access to all of our fun content. Thanks, Art Beetle. Thanks for joining. Bye. So let's say our goodbyes. Okay. Bye, Art Beetle. Bye, Hermit Bug. Bye, Cpran. Oh, yes. Let's not end yet. Cpran reminded me. Thank you. Cpran's really, you've got amazing attention to detail, I have to say. Yes, we are going to do a raffle. Please drop your PaperDemon username in the chat right now. We will do a raffle before we end. Thank you. I meant to do that and I forgot. Let me find my, what is it? Picker wheel? Is this it? Okay. Deus is here. Hermit Bug. Is Hermit Bug your username? Heart Beetle. Wyvern Toots is here. Honey Dove. I see Princess, I see things I want to see even when they don't exist. Go feed your characters tokens. Okay, yes, we're giving away... Sorry, I didn't give a proper introduction to this giveaway. We're giving away 25 tokens, so please drop your username in the chat. I'm going to give you a few more seconds to do that, and then we will click the button. Forbidden Doritos. It cracks me up every time someone says that. If you ever want to see me laugh in the stream, please drop that in the chat. It makes my day. Do you guys know why I made them triangular? I don't know if I've ever told the story. I can tell it after we run this wheel. Okay, spin. Let's see. Who's the lucky winner? Bloop, 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 bloop. Honey Dove! Woo! I will drop 25 tokens into your bank. Let me double check that I got your username right. 25 Forbidden Doritos for Honey Dove. Where is it? HU. Okay, there we go. All right. Congratulations. All right. Okay, here's the story about why I made tokens triangular. First, I should say, I was thinking about making the premium currency toilet paper because at the time it was during COVID and people were that we were about to launch tokens. It was during COVID and people were like trying to get toilet paper and it was hard to find. But let's see. Let me find a. Let's see. Triforce. Okay. Let me find there's a news article about this. Okay, so I don't think it's a secret that I'm a fan of The Legend of Zelda and that I used to work for Google as a doodler. At one point, I was sneaking Triforces into Google Doodles. And I did it for like a couple years before someone finally noticed. Someone with amazing attention to detail, like Cpran, figured this out. It wasn't Cpran, but I mean, someone figured it out. I don't know how they saw it because it's so tiny and light. But someone went through all the doodles and found the ones where I was sneaking in Triforces. So I don't know how they did that. But yeah, so I'm kind of like sort of infamous for doing that. It was on front page of Reddit a few times. It was kind of cool. I got in big trouble at work, by the way, when they found out I did this. I'm glad I didn't get fired. I was just doing it as an artist mark. But apparently that was not okay because the Triforce is, I don't know. I don't know if it's trademarked or something. Or the association with Nintendo was a bad thing. People thought Google was going to buy Nintendo or something, or I don't know. There was a lot of speculation about this. It was like this big conspiracy. So anyway, I thought it would be cool if our premium currency was triangular shaped. Triforce is also a set of forbidden Doritos. Yes. The thing is, like, it's 3 triangles. How can you have that trademarked? Isn't it like also like a religious symbol or something? I don't know. Whatever. I disagree with the whole thing, but whatever. So that's the story. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. There's a fun history tip or history factoid for all of you. Thank you again for joining. See you later. Honey Dove, Sea Pran, Unlikely Valentine, Bordeus, Art Beetle, Hermit Bug, Wyvern Toots. If you're watching and you're not in the Discord, you better join now because it's a cool community and people are super friendly, and I hope to see you in there. Everyone is super fun and encouraging and awesome, and everyone has really cool characters and they would be fun to adventure with. So thank you all for joining. I will see you next week. We will do another stream next week, and I will come up with something cool to share. Maybe we'll talk about Haunts of the Paperverse or something else. So have a great day, everyone. Bye.